Okay, good morning, you guys. Time now is 8:07 a.m. Eastern where I am. I think today is a Monday. We're here. Is it Monday or is it Tuesday? Where we at? Tuesday. My bad. My bad. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday morning. We get my days and nights mixed up. Okay, so happy Tuesday morning on this here first week of February. February 3rd. Okay, so happy Tuesday morning, February 3rd, 2026. This is going to be a general reading for Virgo Collective, wherever you may have Virgo placements on your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take the resonate, leave the rest. Cross watchers, feel free to join us. Keep it classy and respectful. As always, feel free to come on in, introduce yourself, let us know where you are watching. Feel free to put in your birthday. Feel free to let us know, what state you are in, what city you in, where you watching us from, what's your name, what's your birthday. Feel free to come on in and introduce yourself. We are a Virgo family platform. Okay, we show love, light, and wisdom over here. We don't judge. Okay. Uh, like I said, always take what resonate, leave the rest. Don't force it. Feel free to come in here and give it a thumbs up. If you wish to go deeper and book a reading, you can do that too. Okay. So we sent out a few notifications this morning. So you may have received notification on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads. Okay. So hopefully people have gotten their notifications, YouTube. We sent out a few notifications this morning. Okay. Not to everybody, but to a few people. All right. So good morning. Happy Tuesday. So Virgo, starting off right away with your energy. Uh it's given that when it comes to this particular energy, Virgo, what I'm feeling here, with your energy this morning, if it's not you, then like I said, always take what resonates, flip it if need be. Okay, if it's not you, then this could be somebody who you're dealing with. This could be someone who you are related to. This could be, family member, friend, co-worker, lover, spouse. Take it where you need to fit it, place it where you need to place it. Okay, but I do feel as though this is a situation, and like I said, this could be you or your person. Okay, let me know how the volume is. All right, I see a few people coming in on the chats. Good morning to you guys who are here. Grand rising to you as well. Um, hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. So, um, it's giving me that somebody is feeling a need to take some time to really regroup, take some time to rejuvenate, take some time to um, heal and kind of get through this loss. There seems to be some sort of regret and remorse about some sort of disappointment here. Okay. Needed to recover, needing to take a break. I feel strongly at this time as though you have someone wanting to come in and right their wrong, even if it's just to clear the ear. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be considered reconciliation. This could just simply be let's have a conversation. Um, because I feel like it's some things that need to be said. I feel as though somebody's been holding some things in and they are ready to release it. They feel like they want to have some sort of communication, conversation with you. Um, this don't have to be can we be friends or necessarily forgive. I feel like this is something that somebody just feel like they need to get off their chest. This is something that's again somebody could be going through a situation where it could be bothering them. Um, because immediately Virgos, your first energy that came out, Four of Swords, with this here Five of Cups. Okay, so again, needing to take breather, needing to have some space right now. This is not a time for you. It's almost like you have so many other things going on your plate that you really just ain't got time to you kind of don't really want to hear what nobody has to say. And the reason being is because you have given so much of yourself when it comes to the subject of trust. I feel as though when it comes to people, places, and things, Virgo, you as a person, you have given yourself and your trust to someone over and over and over again. And every time you allow this person to have a little bit of your time, your space, your energy, they tend to repeat cycles and do the same thing all over again. And they tend to use manipulation as a way to get back in and kind of want to write their on, but then also kind of want to get in your business or just have something to say, talking about nothing. And you are more so trying to get organized, okay? Because the Emperor keeps coming out for you, right? The Emperor with the King of Pentacles, okay? See the Emperor and the King of Pentacles come out for you. To me, that is like the strong masculine energy. Although Virgo, you're Venus and you walk in your feminine energy, but we all have a little bit of masculine energy as well. And you can also have a masculine spiritual energy on the other side that is protecting you and guiding you, right? So we said last night when we spoke about your spirit ancestors that's trying to help direct your footpath. Okay. Um, for you, this is a time for you to get organized. This is a time for you to prioritize and get your, priorities in order, get things straightened out. When it, because you're really trying to focus on your security, stability, and financial career status. You are more so you're seeking something that's long term, longevity. You are trying to plant and plan a solid foundation. You're trying to leave somewhat of a legacy for yourself, especially if you have small children, whatever the case may be. I see you seeking, peace at this time, and abundance. You understand? I don't see you wanting to necessarily allow someone in who you view as being stagnant energy, who you view as being a stalemate, somebody who you view as being not trustworthy, not on your same spiritual level. So therefore, I don't see you wanting to necessarily entertain this person, okay, whoever it may be. Put it where it fits. Um, but nonetheless, either you and this person and you could be mirroring somebody, okay, that's possible. Two people could be mirroring one another, that's possible, right? But need to just take some time to get away. You understand what I'm saying? And like right now, you can even be saying, well, the weather's cold, I've been snowed in. I'm kind of tired of dealing with the cold weather, having to get up and go to work and cook, clean, and I have so many responsibilities on my belt that I can't wait for the spring and the summer to get here just so I can relax and take a vacation and book a flight and just go somewhere and fly somewhere first class and just take myself somewhere where I could just breathe. Not saying that you can't breathe peacefully where you are now, but it's just that you're needing some sort of space for yourself. You're needing this time to really you need a trip. You understand what I'm saying? And so I don't really see you pouring your energy into somebody. This is not the time. I don't see you willing or allowing yourself to open up and allowing someone to enter into your aura or your space because you have had to do your own, go through your own healing process of doing the step work, if that makes sense. you are at a place where you are trying to protect your space and your aura and your energy. You are trying to continue to keep your temple, your crown cleansed. You're not trying to entertain anything that's negative from the past. You have already been there, done that, and did that, and you don't wish to repeat it. Okay, so you are trying to protect yourself from stepping in any sort of traps of negativity or low vibration. You're not trying to entertain it. So if you and this individual are not on the same page, I don't see you allowing yourself to let them enter. You're pretty much very sensitive and allergic to toxic karmic energy. Is like anything that's negative, you're allergic to it. And, it gives you a headache. It makes your skin crawl. You're allergic to it. You don't want it coming near you. It's almost like if you smell something real bad, a foul odor, you don't want it to come near you. It stinks, so you're gonna push it away from you. So I don't see you allowing somebody to come in and okay. It's like you're gonna kind of want to go in the other direction because it becomes a distraction, and it kind of takes you off of what it is you're trying to do. You're seeking balance, and I feel as though when it comes to dealing with other people, places, and things, those things become a distraction. And like I said, you're trying to get your priorities in order, and you try to get some things organized, and you're needing to continue your spiritual journey when it comes to healing and cleansing. And I feel like maybe this person has a little bit of guilt and remorse. And so this is the reason why they feel as though they need to have this conversation of communication with you, because someone has been walking around with some things on their chest, and I feel as though this other person has a lot of buildup. Okay, and so now that buildup is causing some sort of tension within themselves, and they feel as though the time has come for them to release it because they can't handle walking around carrying it. At this point, they feel like the time has come to have a conversation. Okay. And like I said, that could be you or them. Take it where it resonates, okay? And if anybody has questions, please feel free to book a reading, okay? Because whenever I do, whenever I come in and I'm just doing a live reading, I don't answer questions on my live, okay? No disrespect, okay? Apologize about that. But if you have any personal questions where you want to go deeper, please email me to schedule an appointment to book a private reading, all right? Yeah, Virgo, the Nine of Pentacles just came out on yourself, okay? So you are definitely trying to focus on yourself at this time, okay? Because I do private readings, you guys, all right? So if you want to go deeper, if you have any questions, please email me to schedule a private reading for yourself, okay? And I will be more than happy to assist you and help you as best as I can. Let's see. It's just that I don't like to lose sight. I don't like for my energy to be distracted when I'm trying to focus on the message that needs to be delivered to the people that need to receive it. Okay. Yeah, Virgo. Justice is going to be served, like I said, because with the Eight of Swords, okay, somebody is feeling um trapped, they're feeling isolated, they're feeling stuck. Somebody is all in their head at this time. So when I see the Eight of Swords come out with Justice card, what that is giving me is that somebody didn't want to take accountability for the part that they played in. Somebody didn't want to admit to their wrongdoing at the time. They wasn't ready to confess. Okay, so because they wasn't ready to confess or admit to their wrongdoing, they wasn't willing to step up to the plate and and just open up and tell the truth and be honest. This is somebody who's now already saying, they're pretty much saying, okay, the time has come for me to come to the forefront and confess and get whatever I got to get off my chest and say what I have to say. And because they feel stuck. Somebody's all in their head. So whatever this person is going through, they're pretty much beating themselves up because it's really getting the best of them. So whatever this is really eating at this person, and they feel as though the time has come for them to have a one-on-one with you. And this could be you toward them. Okay? Take it how it resonates. This don't have to be a lover. It could be anybody, right? Family, friend, co-worker, spouse, baby mama, dad. What you put it where it needs to go, okay? But yeah, the magician is here. So like I said, brother, when it comes to you guys, I feel as though you guys are manifesting at this time. Okay. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. Please feel free to book a reading. Okay, I'd be more than happy to help you. Okay, I have specials for my Virgos all the time. Okay, so if you wish to book a reading, all my 20-minute readers are $25 and all my 30-minute readers are $35. Okay, and if you wish to book an hour reading, that's 60. But I do have $25 slots and I have $35 slots. Okay, so if you wish to book a 20-minute reading for $25, email me, schedule an appointment. Okay. Same thing, for my 30-minute readings, okay? I'm not doing emergency readings as well. Now let's see. Because I feel like somebody wants to know if somebody wants to come back or if this person is coming back or the only way a person will come back is if you let them come back. Okay, is if you let them come back. That's a two-way street. That goes both ways. Okay, I don't see somebody necessarily wanting to come back 100. They're not sure. Okay, they think about you. Um, there are some fear factors on both sides. Okay, because this person know they did you wrong, so therefore they are treading with caution. You understand what I'm saying? Um, if you were to open the door and take them back, then hell yeah, they'll come back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt, right? But there has to be some sort of standards and boundaries put in place. Okay. They know that you are not willing to settle for less because at the time when you guys broke up, they wasn't ready to grow up and they wasn't ready to obligate themselves to a one-on-one commitment at the time. Um, so it's like, would they be willing to commit themselves to you today in a one-on-one relationship? I don't see that happening because I feel like this person is going through some things and they kind of need a shoulder to lean on because I feel this is somebody who has burnt their bridges on both ends. They burnt, this person has burnt the candle from both ends of the stick. Okay. And so they could be really going through a rough patch at this time. And I feel like this person, at the time when you and them were together, you were each other's comfort zone. Um, they need your energy right now. They're in a low vibration, a low state. I feel as though that you're a comforter, Virgo. You're the therapist, you're the healer, you're the light worker, you're the empath. You are the doctor, the nurse, the mommy, the daddy. You're the person who changes the diapers, teaches them how to walk, teaches them how to ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? Put the training wheels on them. That's you, right? And so they view you as a person who they need, who they miss. This is somebody who's vulnerable. And maybe at the time when you got with this person, the both of you could have been vulnerable. And so, it's true what they said. When you lay down with a person, the more you lay down with them, somebody's bound to catch feelings, right? Somebody's going to catch feelings. The other person might get up and just walk away and do what they've been doing. And it can also be a situation where somebody didn't know they was going to catch feelings and they did, and the feelings became mutual. But that don't mean that because two people caught feelings for each other that both people are on the same page when it comes to wanting to jump into a head-on situation, relationship, especially if you were dealing with somebody who were connected to somebody else. Okay, maybe somebody's going through a rebound situation, maybe they're going through a breakup. And so now they feel as though they lost everything. You know, somebody could have lost their job, lost their home, and now they're ready to come back to you. Okay. And take it, you know, how it resonates. It could be you, if not them, okay? Yeah, I feel like somebody wants you to open the door, let them in, because your place would be a comfort zone for them. You know, maybe there's a lot of drama around this person. And so when they come around you, they know that you're peace because you're not the person who's going to argue. And sometimes you got to be careful with that too, because um, when people go through a relapsing phase, and they've been out in the street running around, they tired, they burnt out, they drained, so they look for some place to come and lay their head, and then a week or two will go by, and then they'll go back to doing what they used to do, because they come to you and get comfortable, get clean, wash their ass, you know, lay down, have a good nap, eat, sleep good, you understand what I'm saying? And then when they heal and they get the energy they need, then they're gonna run back out to do the same shit. So sometimes you gotta be careful when it comes to really understanding a person's true intentions, because it's not always about you or the relationship. If a person is not ready to heal themselves and change themselves, then they have nothing to give to you if they're not willing to give to themselves, if that makes sense. Because I do see here that somebody definitely wants to have a 10 of cups with you. And they are thinking long and hard about the situation. Knight of Pentacles, they could be procrastinating because this is somebody who tries to, you know, plan ahead carefully. This person's using caution. They're using caution. Um, Trying to figure out, when it comes to trying to figure out, you know, a path, you know, because Virgos, you tend to overanalyze. Virgos, you are people who tend to dot your I's and cross your T's very carefully, very carefully. You know a snake when you see a snake. Like I said, you're allergic to bullshit. So if it don't smell right, you're not gonna let it in. And shout out to my moderators. If I have any moderators here, please understand that my moderators control the chats, okay? And for some of you, you could be thinking, well, what does this person want for you? Uh, this person can be the place to stay. You know, Ace of Cups. For some of you, they want a new beginning. You know, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. They know that you are spiritually focused on yourself. Yeah, like I said, 4 cups. Definitely taking time to evaluate a situation when it comes to doing a whole lot of heavy contemplating and meditating. It's like somebody it keeps playing the scenario over in their head of the breakup, the last conversation they had with you, whether it was an argument, a petty dispute, whatever the case may be. This person keeps replaying the breakup. This person keeps replaying the arguments, the words that were spoken and said. This person keeps replaying the wrongdoing that took place. You understand what I'm saying? So because they are so focused on the past and the past pain, they can't seem to pull themselves up out of a funk. Okay, so it's like there could be 3 cups in front of them, but they're still focused on the shit that took place between you and them. So therefore, they can't seem to get their priorities in order. Okay, and there's a need to organize. It's a need to put the past behind. And somebody is, if they just keep going over and over and over and over again, they can't seem to get something other off their head, off their mind. Something is getting underneath somebody's skin. That's you or them. Yeah, because I'm seeing somebody sit outside in their car or sit outside in their truck. This could be somebody who, you know, they could pull up in the car and sit in the car or sit outside in the truck and look and think, do I want to come and knock on the door? Or should I call Virgo? Should I surprise Virgo? What can I do to make Virgo happy? How can I right the wrong? Definitely, I can't make it up. There goes Six of Cups, past person. I can't make it up. And you're coming in with the Queen of Wands. So you're standing in your power as you should be because you have things that you're trying to work on for yourself. And this is not the time for distractions. And they know that you're strong. And they can no longer blame you. They can no longer come in and try to use reverse psychology against you. They can't do it. Some of you are needing amethyst. You're needing pyrite. You're needing the black tourmaline. You're needing the clear quartz, rose quartz. I'm seeing the numbers 1639. I don't know where, I'm seeing 1639. I don't know where the 1639 goes. I'm seeing 1639. 1639. And you could take those numbers and change them around, you know. I can't make it up. There go to lover. So there's something with a difficult decision that somebody's trying to make. There go to tower. So there seems to be some sort of unexpected, like some sort of unexpected, uninterrupted interruption. Something that took place. There go a tower. So maybe the walls came tumbling down between you and this person. This person could have been juggling you around at the time. And so now again, Virgos, Four of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. There could be some financial struggles holding on tight to what they have. There's a fear of being left out in the cold, a fear of not having enough. Definitely a lot of strong water energy and earth energy. There was a lot of passion between you and this person, but then there was a lot of disagreements and back and forth and ups and downs. Yeah, this person, I don't know. This is somebody who gets bored easy. This could be somebody who had a bit of an ego. They miss your company. Like I said last night, it's like even when they was around other people, it just didn't seem to work. And somehow is something another that keeps this person feeling connected to you. This could be music, something like that. You can have a strong music connection. But they were so childish and immature and petty. They wasn't ready to grow up. And so it felt like you didn't have nothing in common. because you're trying to focus on getting your life in order, and this person is just, you're trying to be a go getter, do your thing, and this person is over here, like, I don't know, maybe doing their thing. And it's just like two different worlds. Maybe you two come from two different worlds, maybe you come from two different states, two different cities. You were raised up completely different, two different upbringings, two different roots. You know what I'm saying? Cut from a different cloth. And so it's like when it comes to you dealing with somebody who's stubborn, Virgo, you're not going to allow for somebody who is stubborn to get in your way. And when somebody try to control you, you will cut them off quick as hell. If they try to even come at you wrong, you're going to shut that shit down immediately, and you will check a person. If somebody wants to play checkers, you will play, you know what I'm saying? You'll come at them. They'll be playing checkers and you're playing chess. So it's like if they go crazy, you go crazy. And if you have to go crazy, you're going crazy. It's going to damn near take somebody's head off. So you try to control yourself because you already know how you can flex. But you don't have no problem cutting somebody's shit off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you say no and you fed up, you mean no, and that's what it is, and you just don't care. Once that cord has been burnt, it's been burnt, and you like F it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even give a F no more. You walking away. You ain't dealing with it. But this person here feels like they got some. They need to. It's understanding a misunderstanding somebody. You focus on your stability with the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to have a conversation. They want to know where did the two of you go wrong at. So they're waiting to the right time to approach it though. They're trying to figure out what's the right time. Like if I see Virgo, what's a good day? What's a good time? Because Virgo's hip to my shit, so they know you're not going to tolerate it. Yeah. It's like a Knight of Swords. Um, it's like I feel like somebody's learned the lesson. Um, when it comes to trying to seek a way of doing things, wanting to change, do things differently. And it can also be an act of impulse again, because somebody could just be bored because, they burned their bridges, so nobody's fucking with them. And they could be feeling like they missed your company. But is it just a rebound situation? Because, like, again, you and this person could be on two different world zones, two different paths. So like I said, you're focused on your own security blanket. Um, you're dealing with somebody who wants to come rushing in, but sometimes it could be an active impulse just for the time being. Because this is somebody who still hasn't slightly changed. They just been by themselves because nobody's effing with them. I don't feel like it's somebody who is obligated to want to commit. They might come in saying they want to commit, to forgive them, give it another try. They're not going to mess up no more. But then as soon as they get what they want, they go back and they start ghosting you again, not want to respond. They're not going to call. They're not going to text. And it's going to be an ego thing. And it's like you're allergic to it. You just don't have time to deal with it, Virgo. What else wants to come out? Yeah, this is somebody who stabbed you in the back. And you're coming in with the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from the past. You're moving forward. And you're protecting your crown with that Seven of Wands. You're on guard. So you're proceeding with caution. I don't see you taking this person back because you finally got the freedom to move forward. Things will get ready to change for you. You got the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You're paying close attention to detail. Some of you, like I said, it could have been a painful breakup between you and the Scorpio death card. You're going through some sort of spiritual rebirth. And some of you may receive some sort of unexpected surprise news. It could be from a younger water sign, somebody water energy. But Virgo, you're ready for something new when it comes to you trying to create plans for the future with this here Two of Wands. But somebody else is stuck. They feel verbally, emotionally, and mentally stuck. They feel drained. Like they barely making it. They barely getting by. You're the Empress. You have already left this person, but they've been keeping their eye on you, and now they're trying to pull you back. It's like they see you getting away, but they want to pull you in. You view the situation as a burden. This person wants to come in and have a Ten of Pentacles with you. With the hyphen, this person is seeking answers from a higher source. They could be getting readings on you. You could be dealing with a Taurus. And there's a longing. Because even though you dealt with somebody who want to do things in a spiritual, traditional manner, there's a longing. There's a missing. There's a void. There's emptiness. There's a need for completion. And they view it as a lost opportunity. Because with the Judgment card, you're going through a spiritual awakening. And so when I see the Judgment and I see the Justice card coming out, and I see the Death card, I see a complete ending. You know, it's giving me a World card. It's giving me closing out a cycle, shutting the door shut. That door has already been shut. And you're removing the clutter and you're making room for new beginnings because you're committing yourself to something. If it's not longevity, long term, if it's not giving you stability, if it's not giving you the security that you need, you're going to have to keep pushing on to the Sun card when it comes to you focusing on your own peace and happiness. Because, like I said, this was a whole lot of deceit and deception with the Five of Swords. This person came in and tried to destroy you, and they caused a lot of damage. They could have stole from you, lied to you, cheated on you, did all the above. And you're moving toward the Ace of Swords. This person kept a lot of secrets. They can have Pisces energy. Something as, you know, it wasn't as what it appeared to be. Somebody was wearing a false mask. They was also trying to dominate the situation. They were trying to control the situation, and they couldn't. They can't. They can no longer control it. They can't dominate it. The mask is falling off. Some of you could be dealing with toxic Capricorn. Devil energy, because this person was dealing with multiple addictions. And so now there's a need for you to move in moderation. Because there go the World card. Like I said, you're closing out a cycle. I can't make it up. And see, with the Page of Pentacles, when it comes to you tapping into your spiritual realm, this is a Two of Cups. Somebody who views two of you as being compatible. I can't make it up. Virgo, I can't make it up. You're focused on the Star card. You are the star. We what's this? This is February, the beginning. So right now we're still in Aquarius season. Going into Pisces season. But I can't make it up. Like I said, feel free to book a private reading. I'm always available for readings. If you wish to book a reading, please email me to schedule an appointment. And when you email me, please, leave your name and your birthday, and give me a small little abbreviation as to why you feel like you wish to book a reading. Okay. And I always normally respond back to you within a few hours. Let's see what else wants to come out. That's a lot. You're waiting for your ships to come in. Wow, you are the Hermit. That's you. Taking time to go within and reflect. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're just wanting to take a trip. It's a time for a spiritual journey. See, you're setting boundaries and standards with the Queen of Swords. You got your standards set high. You're coming in with the Ace of Wands. So you are focused on your own passion and creativities at this time, as you should. Some of you are needing to do a cleansing bath, cleansing shower. You're needing to cleanse. You're needing to cleanse your body, your spirit, your home, your space. And what else wants to come out? Because I wasn't planning on being here this long, you guys. I'm getting ready to shut this down. We're getting ready to close it. I think that is going to be everything. Any more downloads? Let's see. Yeah, you're ready to take a leap of faith, Virgo. The Fool card. This is you. You're ready to take a leap of faith. Some of you have Leo placements, or you could have dealt with a Leo. I feel like you have Leo placements. Okay, this person tried to break your self-esteem, and so now there's a need for you to gain back control of that self-esteem and to hold on to your confidence and to work on yourself. Rebuild that self-esteem. Get back that confidence that you have. You was a go-getter. I feel like your hard work is going to pay off. The Knight of Wands, but be careful too, because you don't want somebody just rushing and then ends just as quick as it gets started. And let's see what other energies wants to come out this time. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. So shout out to everybody that's sitting in the background watching, tuned in. Like I said, Virgo, you're headed towards some sort of spiritual victory here. Okay. But there's conflict, there's competition. Okay, Five of Wands, there's conflict because somebody feels stuck. They feel defeated, they feel challenged. And they could feel defeated by you and they could feel stuck. And the conflict is that they're trying to run back to you, but there's a blockage. Okay, and this could be because somebody tried to break from you. All right. Also, be careful that somebody's not trying to copy your style, because I feel like some of you got somebody that's trying to copy you. Okay, somebody is feeling stressed out. Nine of Swords, like I said, losing sleep, spiritually being attacked, and they sleep. They could be having dreams and nightmares. Okay, the universe is trying to help you with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yeah, the High Priestess is helping to guide you, Virgo. You're separating yourself from things that no longer serve you. The Queen of Pentacles, you have a narcissist spying on you. Because, see, whatever this was, it involved a third party. And so with the Hangman, sacrifices, feeling as though somebody's going to lose everything, or feeling as though somebody has already lost everything. They're holding on tight, like I said, having a hard time letting go of a situation. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. If you have Cancer placements, or like I said, somebody's wanting to come in and overcome the obstacles. Chariot. The Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles, getting back on the right path. If you have Cancer placements, then yeah. Because when it comes to the King of Swords, that mental clarity and truth. And again, you could be dealing with somebody who's stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to do things their way. You have to kind of watch that, okay? Yeah, read between the fine lines when it comes to a person's true intentions. Because somebody can also have a lot of shit up their sleeve because they used to be a player. They use so much, they play, mind games and manipulation that it's hard to trust a person who done dug a knife in your back. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't see you wanting to repeat that shit. And it's like you just don't have time to deal with somebody's low vibration record because you tend to give people what they give you. You know what I'm saying? So if they come to you with some bullshit, you're going to snap and bite their head off. And that takes energy. And so when somebody comes to you and not maliciously trying to start with you, but when you're allergic to nonsense, you don't want nobody coming in your face. You don't have time to entertain it. And you will be quick to get somebody about your face. And if they're not talking right or whatever, you're going to cut them off. You're going to cut them loose. And you might say some shit that they're not going to like. You understand what I'm saying? You might tell somebody, step off, you're trying to be cordial. You're trying to be respectful. You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But at the same time, you don't want to entertain it and bring it in or invite it in. Right? Because you're trying to protect your domain. Yeah. I know it's crazy, right? That's why you got to stay covered. All right, you guys. I hope you was able to get something from this. All right. I'm going to let you go. I have to get my rest. Okay. I got things I got to do today. All right, you guys, as always, one love, God bless. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live because I don't come in every day. I come in as a spiritually led to do so. Okay. So if you're here, subscribe. If you're a day one, shout out to my moderators, shout out to all my subscribers. I appreciate all of the support holding the channel down. Continue to hold the channel down. Okay. Share the channel, invite other Virgos to the channel. Okay. Book a reading. I'm always available for private readings. With that being said, love and God bless. Enjoy your day.